Hi, and welcome to this session on EPI-USE Lab's Archive Central. My name is Anrich, and I'm a software engineer and team lead on the Archive Central project. In this session, I'll discuss some of the common business cases for archiving data, I'll introduce Archive Central, and then jump into a demo to showcase the product's capabilities. So let's start with a few common business cases for archiving data. In the past, you may have had display-only systems. These were kept on because there wasn't an easy way to extract just the data that you needed to keep. For example, if you move to SAP S/4, you may have some legacy SAP systems that need to be decommissioned. Having the ability to extract the required data from these legacy systems and then decommissioning them reduces operational costs while retaining access to the data. Another common scenario is one where you don't decommission an entire system, but you instead archive only the portion of data that doesn't require immediate access anymore. By doing this, you can control data growth within your ERP system, leading to cost savings and potential system performance gains. Finally, having an effective archiving solution in place reduces unnecessary stumbling blocks while executing an already complex divestment or acquisition. So, how do we solve these problems? Introducing Archive Central. Archive Central is a web-based archiving application which allows you to import your data, whatever that data might be. After the data has been loaded, you can browse, search, and filter the data. The user interface is designed to be intuitive, and very little training is required to start using the application. A critical aspect of working with any potentially sensitive data is access control and security, something which is core to Archive Central. The application provides role-based access control to ensure users only see the data they should be allowed to see. Each data access is also audited. Also included out of the box are backups and disaster recovery capabilities, and we're proud to say we're ISO 27001 certified. That being said, seeing is believing, so let's jump into a demo. This is the homepage of Archive Central, and on the left you can see a few collections of data that has been archived. A collection can be thought of as a logical grouping of data. For example, here we can see a collection of employees, customers, and so forth. Take note that these are just examples. Archive Central supports any structured data. A common requirement is having the ability to find a specific record quickly, and this can be achieved using the global search functionality. Let's say you need to view some historical data on an employee named Susan Williams. Here we can see the record that we're looking for. Also note that it's possible to configure which fields are searchable, as well as which fields are displayed within the search results. In this case, the employee number, full name, and company is shown. So let's take a look at Susan's information. On this page, we can see various data about Susan, such as the employment status, employment location, company, and so forth. It's important to note that the screen you see here is also configurable and is typically tailored to fit customer needs. For example, let's say the archived system showed employment status within the header. This is something that can be configured easily. We can also configure the positions of widgets, the fields within the widgets, and so forth. To see more extensive use of this functionality, let's have a look at a customer. This data was extracted from a SAP system, and anyone familiar with the XD03 transaction within SAP will recognize the tab names and data groupings on this screen. Organizing data in a way that users are familiar with improves ease of use and reduces time spent on training. So now that we've looked at specific records, what if we're interested in a subset of records? You can click on a collection to view all the records contained within that collection, for example, employees. Here you'll see a table control that lists all of the archived employees. You can configure which columns are shown, and you can also group the data. For example, we can group the employees by their status. You can also filter the data according to any of the fields. Let's say we only want to see the employees that are based in the United States. Clicking on any of the column headings will sort the data. Let's say that the current view on the data is one that is accessed regularly. You can choose to save this view. Once the view is saved, you can easily access it by selecting it from the table header. To make this even easier, you can decide to star a view, in which case it will become available in your bottom bar, which is accessible from anywhere within Archive Central. Another powerful feature is the ability to export this data to a CSV file, which can be used for further processing. For example, you can open this file in any spreadsheet software such as Microsoft Excel. Archive Central also includes data visualization tools. Not only can you use these tools for reporting, but they're also a very convenient technique to easily navigate into subsets of data. Let's say you regularly need to view lists of employees per country. To do this, I'll change the display type to Summary View and configure the chart. Here I can choose country as the primary grouping and select the pie chart option. As with any other view on data, you can also save this. Now that we've looked at different ways to interact with archived data, how do we make sure that users are only able to see the data that they should rightfully be able to see? Let's take a look at Archive Central's role-based access controls. Currently, there are two roles configured, the admin role and the user role. The user that I'm currently logged in with has the admin role, and this is why I can see all of the data on the system. But let's say that Thomas is only allowed to see USA employees. I can create a new role for this, and let's call it USA Manager. Now we can assign permissions to this role. I'll choose the collection data permission category. The collection that we're interested in is employees, and specifically those in the USA. Now I can add users to this role. So let's add Thomas. For demonstration purposes, I'll sign in using the fictional Thomas user to show the effect of this. But of course, in reality, only Thomas will be able to sign in using his account. When Thomas looks at the employees collection, we can see that only USA employees are visible, and this is exactly what we wanted. Archive Central also audits interactions with data, so let's log back in with the admin user and take a look at this. Via the account page, I'll navigate to Activities. Here you'll see various audit entries. For example, we can see that Thomas viewed some employee records, and we can even see which columns were shown and which filters were applied. We can also see that Thomas viewed a specific employee. Using these activities, it's possible to keep an eye on data access in Archive Central, and to make sure that no anomalous data accesses are taking place. So, that's been the bulk of Archive Central's functionality at this point in time. Our roadmap for the year going forward includes lots of exciting features. If you have any questions, please contact your EPI-USE Labs account executive, or alternatively, email our sales team at sales@labs.epiuse.com. Thank you for taking the time to attend this session. We look forward to helping you with your archiving needs.